haven't done.
So welcome to 5 Minute Funeral.
Yep. Welcome back.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Cindy. Still
At least
Cindy.
I think we are today.
Yep.
So today's
What, day 13 of flu?
I think I have the swine flu, but it could be the bird flu or AB flu, DC. I don't know, but
H2N1.
I've been so
5-1.
sick since we went to Wahlburgers, and God help me, please don't let it be Wahlburgers.
No, they don't. You don't get like that from the Wahlbergs.
Yeah. Shitfest USA.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about
The flu.
The
It's how
flu and how bad it sucks so bad.
Yep.
But
But
I'm better. I mean, I'm upright today. I'm upright.
There's an old Buddhist thing.
That's
Well, I
right.
don't know if it's Buddhist, but
Shout
it's
out
Thich
to the
Nhat Hanh said, well, you talked about the toothache and about how every day you have to celebrate not having a toothache. So maybe it's just kind of like that, where we have to celebrate not having the freaking flu for
Dude, I couldn't though.
14
Like
days.
literally on Thursday, I was like sending out text messages saying if I die,
Right.
when I die, not if, when I die, make sure my kids know the good things I did. I really thought I was
True,
gonna
yeah.
die. I really did. It
Yeah.
was scary. Like I didn't want to be
No,
alone.
but a lot of people got so sick. I mean,
It's
a
bad.
couple friends are in the hospital.
This is terrible. It
know
is
it.
terrible. Thank God I got it before my little vacay to
Right.
Phoenix to see my
Yeah.
beautiful daughter.
See, and they say it starts out with sinus infection. See,
It was, and that's exactly, it hit me. I was sneezing, but the whole time throughout the whole ordeal,
Yeah.
even today, I'm still have a headache,
Right.
but my body
yeah,
ached.
that's what it said. I
And it was
Googled
like the worst. And the fever, I had a fever last night of 102 still. And
Yeah,
but
that's
today's the
bad.
first day that I haven't, but I've loaded up. I finally ate.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
keeping it down. That was the worst part, is I couldn't take anything
Right.
for my fever because I couldn't keep anything down.
Right. See, I just didn't get it that bad.
Terrifying. Well, you
But-
you got the
yeah,
shot.
my shot. Yeah,
I didn't get the shot. I missed. What was I doing? Oh, this guy.
Tile guy, right? So I see you got your new glasses on.
I have my new glasses on, and I decided that since I have a headache,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and rock them and get used to them.
Yeah.
And amazingly,
Starting to get used to them a little bit.
dude, I mean, I have a headache, but I can't tell if it's from my eyes or from the bird flu, swine
Right.
flu.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I can see.
Yeah. No, but they look good on you.
I can see, and I mean, like,
Yeah.
who would have thought? I didn't know how bad my eyesight was,
Right,
dude. I
right.
had no idea. Because I just got used to it. Because it
Right.
was like a 10, 11-year ordeal where
yeah.
it just started to get bad.
Right.
And my eye doctor, bless his little old heart, he didn't ever look
Right.
inside my eyes to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And so every 6 months I would go back and be like, dude, I can't see. I'm like, I can't see. And so he would just up my prescription. And so then I was like, I still couldn't see. I mean, like my glasses were like this thick. And then
Right.
I just happened to schedule an appointment back in May
Yeah.
with the same doctor, but he
Right.
wasn't there that day.
Right. Right.
And
you
it was
know.
another younger doctor, and I told him what was going on, and he looked in my eyes, and he goes, "We can fix that."
Yeah.
He gave me a name of the place, Vance Thompson Vision.
Yeah.
I love them. They know me by name. So
Yeah.
if you go there, shout out, tell them Crystal sent you.
Right.
They know me by my first name. Trust me.
Well, you know what I noticed.
They're
that,
amazing.
How you don't have vision up on the top of the list for me either, because
It's crazy.
why wouldn't I even just, when they're wearing, they'll be on my head and I still won't use them.
I couldn't see. It was like looking through like a fog.
Right.
Fog. I had what's called Fuchs cornea dystrophy. And so the cornea has 5 layers.
Right.
And in between the 4th and 5th layer, there's these little fans. So let's just I need
Get a
to
pie
I gotta shout out to God. Like what? Like little fans in between my layers of
And the
cornea,
cones and the
like little
rods?
itty bitty fans. You know, like who would have thought that there were little
Right.
fans? I mean, I love a good fan, and but I didn't have any.
Yeah.
And that is why I couldn't see, because my eyes were creating little pockets, and I couldn't see through those pockets. So I got a whole new lens.
Yeah.
And cornea in this
I have
eye.
the old lens.
And dude, and I got a cornea in this eye,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. It's like someone turned the contrast up,
Right.
and I can see, and I mean, like every morning I wake up and I just want to cry.
Yeah, that's great.
Because
Definitely
it's-
shout out to God for sure.
Shout out to Dr.
What's his name?
It starts with a B. Vance Thompson, Vision. Dude, I mean, Dr. Anyways, I love them. I love them all. And they were so patient with me, and I'm not a fun person to be around sick or, you know, things are great. When things are good, I'm happy and I'm
Right.
fun. I'm great.
Yeah.
But no, it's no fun.
Yeah.
No fun. I had a Uber experience where I got kidnapped, and these people saved my life from Uber. And I couldn't see. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually can contact the people
Right,
that, you know, their loved ones
right,
gave me vision,
right.
which is very odd because I have two people's.
Right,
You know, I mean, the only thing really in my eyes that are mine are
Yeah, yeah.
the color, and that's about
Right,
it.
right.
And so, I mean, I want to do that because it's such a
Yeah, for
such
real,
a
dude.
blessing.
That's an awesome thing.
Such a blessing.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing. I just love them so much. And I love them so much that I took my dog there and my dog bit one of the
Oh, speaking of
Text.
dogs, I got your dog's
my dog's a biter.
Yeah.
Sorry. But he got his shots. So we're good. We're all good.
Yeah, just to, lawsuits.
I mean, no, because they did. No, I told them no, we weren't going to talk about
Yeah.
this anymore. We're not going to. The lady called me. She goes, "We just want to make sure your dog got his shots." And I go, "This is the last time we talk about
dog's
this."
this big.
Me and my dog were soulmates. We're like exactly alike.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, anyways, yeah. So my eyesight. So yes, these are my new glasses. I'm
Yeah,
super
we're still
excited.
sober, by the way. We're all still
Yeah.
sober.
Soberlicious, baby.
It'll be 5 months on the 25th for me.
I have. So what's the date today?
Today's 22nd, I think. I don't know.
So it's 16. I have 8 months, 16 days, and 3
4
hours.
hours.
I have 1 month.
You have 1
It's
month?
amazing.
1 month.
It's amazing.
Right
1
on.
month.
month and a week.
Shout out to Mark.
You want a chip?
5 weeks.
Look at that chip.
5
weeks.
fun-filled
Sweet.
weeks.
Good for you. Good for you, man. You look good.
5
I mean,
fun-filled
you look-
weeks.
You look
He's just
healthy.
enjoying a little snack back there.
Yeah, right. He gets bored.
We
We're
like
gonna give him a
Oreos.
coloring book.
Who makes Oreos? Who makes those Oreos?
Nabisco.
My
coffee.
mom.
Here, let me see.
She's gonna take him. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Nabisco Oreo.
Right, just standing with him.
Yeah, I know.
Shut up.
And Christopher. Gary.
See, Mark, he's like a child. We have to just put him in the
my
corner
shirt.
with this. What?
Just on my shirt. I just
Oh.
was showing my top of my cool shirt
We have to put him in the corner with the
Gotcha.
snack.
in the juice box.
Yeah, and a juice. Sorry, I forgot your juice.
Yeah.
I have
so,
some syrup in my purse.
we were discussing topics. Of course, and sobriety is always one. But
Number one.
we were discussing earlier today about my mother moving back.
Susan.
And this is the first time in my life that my mom has ever been able to even think about counting on me as
Yes.
a person of where she wouldn't have to come back and take care of me at age, however old she is, and
Susan is
she's beautiful.
the most stunning human being. I mean, and it's like she's timeless. She just doesn't age.
But
I don't get it.
She's able to move back, and then
From Phoenix
having
to Nebraska, by the way.
me
FYI.
being not just a pain in the ass, I guess.
But you guys have always been tight, no matter what.
No. I mean, we've been tight, but I mean, it's a lot. I mean, when you got a child that's really messed up, I mean, I was a
Yeah.
lot for my mom. And
Oh, I know. I mean, not. Oh, I know your mom has really went through it with you.
No, I
I'm
know.
just joking.
I know. I gave her a stroke.
No, I totally get it. And what's beautiful about this is that you're humble enough to acknowledge,
Yeah.
your shortcomings and know
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
put her through some shit. But you know what? She's always stood fast, and she's loved you where you were at.
Right.
Loved you where you were at.
Yeah.
No matter what, and that's huge. I've always been jealous of
Yeah.
your mom and her rouge.
Well, my mom. Yeah.
She's just a great human being. Every time we talk to her, she's like, "I gotta go.
What are you gonna do with that mop on your head?"
She's so sweet. She's so little lipstick and some rouge, and you'll be just fine.
But so anyway, yeah. it's
That's
nice having her
exciting,
back,
though. It's so exciting.
Yeah, we'll be able to really, and I'll be. My
We wanna have her on the
grandkids, I'll have
show.
my grandchildren. Will be there. And,
Will she come on the show?
well, it just depends. We could trick her. Yeah. No, I'm just
That's how
kidding.
we're gonna get everybody on. We're just gonna go
I'm
be like,
tricking
hey, do you want to go get some Raisin Canes?
I don't think so.
How do you feel about amigos?
Well, I'm not sober. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we really need you to come. Yeah.
Start lassoing people in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna have to do if we don't start getting some people. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we have to get.
Or we'll be standing outside with the signs like they do
Right.
at like Little Caesars or what? What's the places where they hold the signs and
Yeah.
pizza's warm or whatever it says.
Right, free. Yeah.
Actually, the tax.
Car washes are $2.99.
Right.
But free podcast.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, one of those wavy guys.
oh
Was
yeah. Oh, Van has one of those. He got what? He got like a little one from Dave and Buster's when he went.
it? Yeah.
I'm dropping names like crazy. Dave and Buster's. Shout out. Shout out.
I haven't really. Let's see what. I don't even go anywhere.
You don't. You really haven't been living a
I
very
haven't. Well, I'm very secluded nowadays.
well. That
I
and
don't
you
get out
don't.
much.
You just like it like that though. Do
Well-
you? Do you like it like that? I mean,
Well,
like,
I like
honestly?
it in my right now. I like it because, you know, I mean, there was a minute when I was sober that we would go to the bar and hang out and drink, you know, non-alcoholic beers and stuff. But people,
I think I find that to be the
Well, you still
dichotomy
gotta-
that I don't get. I just
but
don't
it
understand that.
You're still spending the money, but I mean, it's
But I
not-
mean, like you're still surrounding yourself with the same environment.
well,
like,
after a while, you know, it changes. But a lot of times, you know, I mean, like people when they get sober, they, you know,
I mean, why would
drinking
you
or drugging. I mean, it's not like you'd go over there and, you know, like to somebody's house to do drugs, but
go? Or to
you know,
just
it's more
chill,
like-
just chill while they're passing the pipe?
yeah, I mean, but at the bar,
Dude, if I did that, I couldn't. I wouldn't. I would be like, nah, I'm not passing this.
but at the bar, you know, it's like, you know, I mean, these are people that
Puff,
you
puff,
see, you know, we
pass.
can have a couple drinks or whatever. It's just I don't. I don't know. I don't.
I think
really
you
get out.
guys
We used
are
to play
very
pool,
strong to do
play
that.
pool and stuff.
Playing pool, like okay, so I get that.
You know, we go and play pool, play darts for a while, and then take off. Just have a
Yeah.
couple beers. But
Yeah.
and plus,
I have
maybe
a
it's cold.
friend. I have a new friend. Hey, Crinkle.
Is there a fire in here?
Crinkle
Yeah.
cat.
Stop drugs and roll.
I have a friend in Lincoln who I'm not going to name his name, but
Yeah. His name is Jim. No, I'm just kidding. Just
he,
kidding. It's
you
a
know
joke.
your name is not
Yeah.
Jim. No, he's a cutie pie.
Yeah.
But he's been sober for a few years, and he goes and shoots pool.
Yeah, no. If you
And
shoot
he
pool
can
and
be
stuff, yeah.
around, you know, alcohol and whatever. But his jam is playing pool, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I get that. I
Yeah.
get, you know, that
Yeah.
you're going to be in that environment, and that's
Right.
your thing,
Well,
and
a lot
whatever.
of people that are getting sober of dope and drinking have
Right.
a harder time because when you go to drinking, that's when you run. You know, you get everything's out of whack because you're not using the drugs to balance out your alcohol.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So a lot of people run into trouble with that. But a lot
Right.
of people that didn't have the trouble with alcohol can go in and
Yeah.
just sip some lemonade.
Well, I
or
don't know.
whatever.
As far as I know, he's been stone cold
Yeah,
sober
yeah,
for
yeah.
3 years,
Yeah,
which
that's
is,
cool.
I
That's
mean,
really cool.
amazing. That's my biggest draw to him is
Yeah.
that he's sober
Right.
like that, and
Yeah.
I want to be around people that can
Are
handle
sober,
themselves
for sure.
appropriately,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
know, he just
it's
seems
hard
like a
with
really
people
cool dude.
just because when they get up when they think they're living right, like we were talking
Living
last
right.
time, it's living wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I used to call it. Whenever I wasn't doing dope, I thought, well,
I'm sober.
what do you mean?
I've been sober for years.
I've been like it's been going on 12 years now, and
Right.
what I've found now
Yeah.
now is that I was full of shit.
Yeah.
I was just totally fucking lying
Yeah,
to myself.
see, I got-
Lying to
yeah.
myself again.
Yeah.
Going back
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
last episode, those voices,
Yeah.
they will trick you, motherfucker.
Yes, they will. They will trick you.
And you can tell yourself whatever you want to get yourself to do whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah, you lie to yourself more than you lie to anybody. for
True
real.
story. And so I think that was one of the biggest things that I had to overcome was stop. First, I was
Yeah.
a huge liar.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
admit,
Yeah.
I was a huge
Well,
liar.
everybody lies.
And
for sure.
but I mean, when you're using and stuff, it just goes along. It's just part of the territory.
Yeah.
But I had to stop lying to myself first, and then once I got that self respect back and
Yeah.
started, you know, even to this day, like I'll be talking to somebody and
Right.
I'll start lying, and I'm like, dude. I don't. That's a.
Right.
I'm lying. Like I don't even know why I'm saying this stuff, and I do.
Right.
I do, don't I?
well,
I've done it a couple times, and I can't. I don't even know why I'm saying it, dude. But
but I've heard that a lot. I mean, I don't think you're the only one I've ever heard that. I've heard
No.
people have the similar,
no.
you know, things that, and it's just like,
why
you
am I
know,
saying this?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I stop myself, and the person's looking at me like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
Are
And I'm
you?
like,
Yeah.
well, but I'm trying to not lie. I'm trying to rectify it right now, dude. I'm so sorry. You know, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just part of the whole. It's part of the whole thing, and I had to
Yeah.
like teach myself not
Yeah.
to be a liar. You
Right.
know, or not.
Or you're just,
You know.
your mouth just starts opening and running, and then before the brain really
you know-
activates, and then you got to go back and be like, oh, yeah, I don't even know. I even
Like,
was shit
yeah.
about it that long, but
I
Anyway.
I think that's one of the reasons why I felt safe where I was staying
yeah.
for so long is because I was I isolated myself.
Yeah.
That's
That
how I got
isolation,
sober.
for sure, that's-
was
yeah.
I was, you know, I couldn't move because I tore my ACL and I was sick.
But that,
and,
that making you sit and by yourself.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
that's what I've been doing for a year, I guess.
and I just had to meditate.
Mhm.
You know, I couldn't see. And then I just grew.
Yeah.
I just started growing as a human being because I
Yeah.
started reading and doing things and
Yeah.
going to AA and really getting involved in that community for a
Mm-hmm.
while. And I'm not saying that I'm not involved anymore. I'm just saying that I don't go near
It's
as much as I
definitely,
used to.
yeah.
But
Well,
shout
really,
out to AA. I mean, you know what? If you
Yeah.
need that, more power to you, dude. More
Yeah.
power to you.
Right, right.
It's just not something that I'm not gonna. You know, I probably won't be going to their picnics.
Yeah, I
this
never
summer.
did either. But a lot of people. But when I did go to the meetings, I got a lot out of them. And
Yeah,
I
oh,
saw
yeah.
a lot of people that I definitely have been.
Yeah,
It's
it's
dark in my
always good
doorway.
to go. I think it's great. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, part of my probation is I have to go
Yeah.
twice a week.
Right.
But you know,
Do
and,
you
and
have to
it's
have his card, or do they card?
I don't know. She gave it to me, but I never.
Yeah. right.
Not really.
Remember that time that?
I'm not
here-
really.
here's a funny story.
I'm not a card signer kind of gal.
Here's a good
I
memory.
said
Back in the day, I remember when you showed up at my house and
Oh Jesus. Yes.
I had to pretend to be her sponsor.
Yeah. Oh, I was hammered. I was hammered.
No, I was hammered.
She was hammered, but I was hammered.
I was sucking on pennies.
And I'm like, hey, dude, I live in a halfway house, and I need you to come with me because I need to check in, and they're all waiting for me, and you have to be my
she's got me in
sponsor.
a lot of really.
You have to be my sponsor. And she went with me. Needless to say, I spent the night there that night. I was able to stay the night there. And then the next day they kicked me out.
Right. They couldn't call her sponsor.
I was like, I cannot believe they kicked me out.
Oh yeah.
But
that's
you know
funny.
what's so funny about that whole story is the people that kicked me out, those
Yeah.
mean girls, they were all using too.
I know. Do you know that they were?
They were deflecting. Is that
There's a
not?
lot
That's
going
like
on there.
gaslighting to the T. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That was back before gaslighting wasn't popular.
Right.
It wasn't a thing. But yeah, that was. When I found out, I drove over there. I drove past. None of the cars I recognized. I'm like, I
Right.
can't even go up there and go. I told you. I knew you guys were using.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
That's
part
a
of the
common
clique
theme,
because
for sure.
my in and out was only. I think I was there like 8 days.
Yeah.
I never really lasted long those 3/4
No,
days.
those did not go well. They did not go well.
I just
I think
decided.
a lot of the people that I've met, though, I've met through somebody in a halfway house.
Oh yeah, remember that halfway house that we lived at? That I lived at? That wasn't even a real halfway house. No, this is a true story. Remember that rock guy? I can't remember his last name. But,
Yeah.
what?
No.
Dirt,
No.
sheetrock. We'll call him sheetrock.
Not The Rock.
I was on bond. This is not. I somehow got my judge to bond me to this 3/4 way house in Omaha from Kearney, Nebraska, and it wasn't even a real freaking 3/4 way house. All of a sudden, we're there one day, and the cops come, and I'm like, "Oh my God, hide the dope." Hide the dope. And me and my roommates
terrible.
are like freaking out, and they come in and they're like, "This is a rental." Da, da, da. They kicked us all out. I'm not. I don't. Where were you?
Oh, who?
Don't
God
you remember
only
that guy
knows.
that I brought over?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
it was
do.
in that
Yep,
era.
Yeah.
It was in
Yep,
that. Remember in the
Yep,
base? Yeah.
I do remember that now. I guess.
Yeah. Well, that was a 3/4 way house. That
Damn,
wasn't
that's a
a
long time
3/4
ago.
way house.
That was a
So,
long time ago.
ladies and gentlemen, before you go ahead and
Don't-
venture
yeah.
into those 3/4 way houses, you better make sure they're
Yeah,
they're
gotta-
legit. They have a license. I mean, this guy even had a freaking plaque on on the wall and everything.
That's
And it
crazy.
wasn't even real.
That's crazy.
How dare he? This was a
Hey,
really
oh.
good idea. anyways,
thought of a joke earlier today that reminded me of that, but
yeah.
no.
So anyways, yeah. So back to
Back to dog grooming.
dog grooming. Okay, so
No,
These-
I got that. They do you know that my dog that you saw the
her
picture
cute
before and
little
after?
puppy, yeah,
She did not charge us because we had
because
made
it's
it
so
5
ugly.
No, for 5 months sober. She literally, we went all the way out there.
Well, good. I'm glad because it was all the way in freaking
And
Kansas.
she did. And the
They're
her
like, hey,
name,
can we use your clippers for
Jamie
your
from
dog?
7 Dogs, and she did in Gretna. Beautiful.
I thought you went to Plattsmouth or
No, I thought
Louisville
I
or-
didn't know where the hell I was, but
And
he
you went to
drove.
Gretna?
It was Gretna. Yeah.
Oh my god!
And
I'm like, what?
really, really, really awesome lady.
So you drove past my house yesterday and didn't even stop.
In Gretna? Do you live in Gretna?
My house is on the way to Gretna.
No, we took the interstate. That's all I know. I said we got it. But it was a long drive for.
Well-
but it was nice though. She was like,
That was cool.
that was way cool.
Yeah,
You know?
is she in the program? Is she working?
No, she just knew.
Is she recovery?
No, she just a friend,
Is she
friendly
older?
friend of ours. No, you weren't. No, no. If I knew.
I mean,
her
it's
name.
always cool when
Yeah.
someone appreciates that
Yeah.
because
It's a.
it just makes
a
you.
friend of my friend Julius.
Julius
Yeah.
Stubblefield.
Yeah, our friend Julius. Yeah.
Julius.
Jamie. Yeah.
Julius.
Jamie.
Julius.
Anyway, she has a dog grooming place, and
Okay.
she did a fantastic job.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Julius.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hello.
but
That's amazing. Yeah, I love it when people recognize it or say something about
right,
it.
makes you feel like, hey,
Well, because I'm like I feel like now I'm like when I had 4 months I was like, yeah, I got 4 months, and I was
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
like, yeah, that's a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
And then I got over that, and then I'm like, well, I only have 6 months, and now
Right.
I'm almost to 9, and so it's like,
Yeah.
you just kind of feel like you're out there, like.
Yeah.
Out there like in nobody cares land,
right, right. You're
until
not,
you
you
hit
you
the
haven't
year.
been sober long enough to be like,
Yeah, like
you
you're,
haven't
you're
done,
cool.
you haven't put in the time, but
Right,
yeah,
you're cool, but you're not like
Right,
1
right.
year cool.
Right, right, right.
And
right.
so I'm just like, when people go,
But we're
no,
like-
9 months is great. Like, that's a lot. And
But
then
it-
I have to reflect on it. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, it is.
But it kind of depends on how long that 9 months has been. Like for me, for example, it's like when you say 5 months that I haven't had a drink, it may not seem that long, but when you truly don't want a drink in 5 months,
Yeah.
I mean, that can be
Yeah.
a long, long time.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
I-
when you're not
I'm just-
itchy and scratchy and
I'm just blown away that the whole prospect doesn't even cross my mind.
I know, but that's from God, man.
Yeah. I mean, 110%. And it just, I'm just like,
If
I just-
got
I
without
can't
God, don't
explain
think
it.
I could have done it for
I
sure.
can't explain it. Bill Keck couldn't explain it to me. No
Yeah.
one could ever get through to me and tell
No,
me.
a lot of my friends have told me they're like, man, I was in jail and I
It
knew I was
happens.
gonna go. I mean, if you don't ask God to help you, I don't know how it'll work.
And what's so crazy is that all the time, I mean,
if
I
you
just-
try to do it yourself,
I go
it
back,
sucks.
and I'm thinking like, all those times I went to treatment,
I know.
like all that
Oh my
money,
God, I know.
all that time. People tried to, and people thought they were going to crack
Right.
the case.
But
And,
then, like now, I mean, you
No.
go to prison.
and knowing all I had to do was get on my knees and just
I know
beg
it.
him.
I know it.
And then it was over. And I'm like,
Who'd have thought?
why didn't someone tell me that?
But I think,
Why didn't
I
someone
know,
tell
but I
me
would have
that?
never done it either.
I know, but
Dude,
they,
I would've
but they
never done
did
it
tell
either.
me that. They
I
did
know.
tell me that.
But it doesn't. I mean, dude, it's so
That's-
weird,
I'm
is
so
that I would've
embarrassed.
Never.
I'm
even known
I'm
to
like
do it.
so embarrassed, and it's kind of I mean, like I'm not
It's super
shameful,
easy.
but yeah, it's like, dude, like they and like
know.
when I say, oh my god, I can't believe that it's like this. Well, I can believe it because
Yeah.
people told me.
Yeah.
But I just didn't do what they told me to do, just
Right.
because I'm such a stubborn asshole. I'm
Well, and like I think Mark too was like, at this age, none of us want to go to sit
No,
anywhere.
I don't wanna
but in
die.
front of the couch.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to go anywhere.
I don't want to die, and my health has been like
Yeah.
so wonky,
Yeah,
and I'm not going out like that, dude. No, thank you, no, thank you.
yeah,
I like my teeth, the ones that I still have, and
yeah.
I like my life, dude. I want my
Time to live
and
your
there are
best
things that I
life.
want to do.
Yep.
There's so many things, and there's so much repairing that I need to do. I can't go out that fast like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
And-
and a lot of times, like for me, for example, like I even have family members that I have lost contact with or whatever. I mean, just people in your life that are
Yeah.
friends that I haven't talked to since I was in high school. And,
That's so sad.
And it's like, I mean, I didn't even have time to think of it. And I mean, I think about it and be like, oh yeah, you know, and then 40 years goes by and you're like,
What? I'm not 18 anymore.
and
Like, how
wow,
did-
you have kids. I mean, you
How
know,
did that
It's a very
happen?
selfish drug. Drugs and alcohol make you so selfish. You're
Yeah.
very self-absorbed.
Narcissistic tendencies, 110%.
And
then when you add, you know, the whole dichotomy of being a narcissist.
right, but once you realize that, you know, pain and
it really
suffering-
puts a twist in your panties.
pain and suffering doesn't have to be. It doesn't. You don't. I don't know, man. I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, life is good, dude.
It's humbling.
Life is good. So let's talk about the people that we would like to have on on our podcast. So, because I was watching
Anybody? You wanna give us a
Smartless,
call? Yeah.
you know, with Jason Bateman,
Yeah.
Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes.
Yep.
And it was so good. Like, if we could even be a smidge of how good they are,
Right.
I think we
Well,
have something going on.
we haven't even thought about this. I mean, we're
just
just
jumped
putting it
in.
together just as a
We just jumped in.
part of, you know, getting clean and getting better as people, human beings, being better people. On the
She was
streets
like,
today.
"We're doing a podcast," and I was like, "Okay." And so here we are.
Here we are. And,
Da,
well,
da, da. I mean, with a little bit of help from my.
She's the smart one. Yeah. Yeah.
No, and she's the pretty one.
Oh yes.
And so we have to. She's like last night. She told me that her brain just slid out of her ear
I found it. I mean, I stuck it back.
because I was telling her that we were on all these platforms. You know, that we had accounts on Instagram and
I
TikTok.
don't even know how to get on them. I don't even know how to use Snapchat.
And I've made them very simple for her. I've made them all the same password, and
I don't have
they
no
just
idea.
happen
Yeah.
to be with the same email, which is 5-minute funeral
I
at
saw.
gmail.com. And they're all the same password. And she's like,
I'll get it.
my brain just slipped out of my ear. That's what she said to me. So I'm like, okay, all right, you just
Nighty night.
good night. You just keep being pretty,
Good
and
night.
I'll pick you up tomorrow. It's okay.
No, I
No,
just
that's why our dynamic works so well.
No, we thought that together we'd make one functioning person.
And it works. It truly works. But then for the last 17 days, I've had the bird flu.
Yeah.
The swine bird
Yeah,
flu.
yeah.
So I kind of dropped the ball. I mean, we should have probably had more studio time, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's this sickness. You just can't
Yeah.
take your health for granted.
Right? For sure.
Yeah. So,
That
but
influenza A. Oh, get ya.
shout out to Todd Carter,
Mm-hmm.
my friend from high school.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I ever talked to you about him, but when my daughter died, there wasn't a lot of people in my corner,
Right.
and he was he's always been like one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, he got a hold of me and was like, "Dude, I love your podcast. I love it, love it, love it." He's down in
Oh, that's
Texas,
awesome. That's great.
and so I just want to say, shout out, Todd.
Thank you for watching.
Todd Carter. You're a stud. Keep
Yeah.
rocking it down there in Texas, and we'll see you soon,
Right.
buddy.
Right. You can phone in. We'll take caller number 9.
Yeah. Yeah, not yet, but
Yeah,
someday.
First time.
Someday.
Caller, long time listener.
Yes. He's a great guy. He works his ass off. He's a Marine.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about Dave Chappelle's monologue for
Hell
Saturday
yeah.
Night Live.
That was the best.
Oh my
I love
God,
Chappelle.
Becky.
Yeah, I know.
Becky.
I've always said he's the GOAT. He's the
Dude,
GOAT.
oh my God. Like, I've
Every
never
single
been...
special that he's ever done has been two
You know,
thumbs up.
so I've thought he was kind of controversial for a while, you know, whatever, and I wasn't down with all of his whatever.
I've always been.
I liked him.
Big fan.
But I'm telling you right now, if
That
he
was a
came
bomb.
here, I would wash his feet with myrrh.
Yeah, myrrh. Yeah,
Myrrh.
I'm sure you'd love
With
it.
myrrh and frankincense. I sure would. No, what he
No,
said.
that was great. That was great.
He wrapped everything up,
Yeah.
and it was just so well.
Perfect.
It was like the best Christmas present.
I had a tear. I mean, it really was.
I had
beautiful.
chills. I was
Do you want
so
to know
proud.
what I learned about? Well, I loved the Dreamer. I think that.
The Dreamer.
Well, that was one of his you know,
Part of his skit or whatever.
Well, I
part
mean,
of his
one
monologue or whatever.
one of his specials.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome. I mean, and Isaac got tickets. He took everybody from the Oxford House, actually.
So
Yeah,
you saw
yeah.
Dave Chappelle in person?
No, I didn't. Isaac did. Yeah.
Well, screw Isaac. What a
Yeah.
surprise.
But
What
I
a
mean, they would do
jerk.
that. Sober projects. I mean, he was when he was living at
That's
the Oxford
cool.
House. Yeah, they all
That's
went.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, what he's. I mean, if you have not seen it,
Yeah.
you have to watch it, at least. I mean, if you're not a Saturday Night Live person, which I don't know how anyone can be a Saturday Night Live person.
Yeah.
But if you're not, you've got to watch the monologue. Take some time out of your day and watch that monologue because it's only 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And it is by far.
the best.
I mean,
It was funny. The whole episode was funny.
the whole episode. What did you end up watching?
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was
The whole
funny.
episode was so good. But oh my god,
Yeah. So
I've
Dave
watched it two
Chappelle,
or
when you
three.
want to be on our podcast.
Dave Chappelle, shout out, dude, come
check for
on
our
our
podcast.
podcast, dude. We'll wash your feet with frankincense and myrrh.
Listen, if I had to have like one of the stories in my life told by somebody like him as a storyteller,
Oh my god, it would be
just
hilarious.
the way he does all that
Hilarious.
stuff.
He was just so good. I've
Yeah.
never been so proud of
Yeah.
somebody in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Even my own kids. So
Yeah.
Dave,
Shut
you're
up.
on top.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
number
Way to
one
go.
to us. Better than our own kids.
Way to go.
You stud.
Boo.
Boo. You
Yeah.
boo. All right. Yeah. Well, I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah.
Just because I'm.
Yeah, we still
Sure.
getting. I mean, really, technically, you got to have a full 2 weeks on this one.
Yeah.
But
So
we're checking in, folks.
we are
Letting you know
checking
we're
in.
still sober.
We're still sober and we're still thriving, baby. We're here. We're here. We're not
Yeah.
leaving, man.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not
Thanks.
going anywhere. Have a great day.
Right.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.